guys, welcome back to this channel. If you're new, then welcome to this channel. Well, I'm back with one more interesting video, and today we are going to talk about how do we learn programming or how to start programming. So in the previous video, we have understood what is programming and how to use that, and like what is the exact meaning of the programming. In this video, we will learn how to start programming. So for the beginners, going through the programming is really a big task. Like, you don't understand what's going on there. Finally, when you try to run a code, and you'll be getting one big error over there, and that error really scares you. When I was in my first stage of programming, my first programming language is actually C programming. So I tried running the first programming. Everyone will be running one program which is called Hello World program. So even if you don't put that semicolon in the C program, you'll be getting one big error, and I was so scared. I don't understand what's going on there and what computer is expecting from us and what we have to give it to the computer. So it's just a semicolon. But yeah, we don't get it because we don't know programming. So for beginners, we don't understand from where to begin and from where, like, what is the starting point and how to get into that and how to be a pro in it. We don't know. So don't worry, by this video, you are going to have an idea how to start your programming and how to be good at it and how to get your dream role. So I'm going to tell you some best ways of programming. So yeah, stick till the end of this video. The first and foremost thing that every beginner should do is to stick to the goal that they have. Like, for example, choose what you want to be. Do you want to be a web developer, or do you want to be an app developer, or do you want to be a game developer? Choose what you want to be, and then according to that you can pick the programming language. Because choosing what you want to be in your life is really an important task, because once you don't do that, you go into one programming language and you'll be messing yourself up because you don't know what you're doing and why you're doing. There's no reason at all for what you're doing all these things. So this is really a crucial step for everyone in their life, not only in programming. Other than programming, we have many roles in life, right? So just stick to your favorite goal and imagine yourself in that particular role. Think that you already achieved it, and then start doing what you want to be, on what basis you want to be, so that you will be having a reason of why you are doing that and you feel like you're worth doing that. This is what I just want to say. So just think what you want to be. Like, when it comes to programming, do you want to be a web developer? Do you want to be a GUI developer or an app developer or a game developer? What do you want to be? Just think. After choosing your favorite role in the life or in the programming, now it's time to see what languages are there in that particular thing. So let's just pick the programming language according to your requirements. Like, for example, if you want to be a web developer, then you can pick programming languages like JavaScript, and you can use Python for that, something like that. And if you want to be a game developer, for that you need C#, you need Java, JavaScript. And even for app developing, you need Kotlin, something like that. So it depends upon the role that you're picking, and then see what languages are there to work in that particular domain, and then pick that language. So now you know which programming language you have to go with, right? The next step you have to do is to start learning the basics of the programming language that you pick. And not only that, not just learning the basics, you have to implement what you're doing. Like, for example, I love Python programming, so I learned like how to use print function or how to use a function, all these things. And what I do is I'll just go to any coding platform like CodeChef or LeetCode or HackerRank, and I'll try to implement by solving the coding problems using Python programming, and there I will implement my basics, like the basics that I learned on my own. Then I will just apply those basics. I just try to solve that particular problem. So in this way, what you'll do is you will get the basics and you'll get some technical knowledge on the programming language that you are learning. Because basics, everyone can learn, but not everyone will understand those basics. The only way to understand them is by solving the problems and by applying the knowledge that you gain from programming. That is how you will understand how this magic is going on and how you're solving the real world problems and how you will solve the real world problems, something like that. So this is really important. And one more interesting and important thing is you have to trace the logic. This is really important. Every programmer must trace the logic, then only you will understand how the data is flowing and how each and every line of the code is running, right? Then only you will understand. If you have any errors, if you trace it, then you will understand. Sometimes you'll not get any errors, but you'll be getting different output than the expected output. Sometimes, for example, 2 plus 3 is 5, but you'll be getting output 4. There will be some logical error that you did on your own. So the only way to do that is by tracing the logic that you wrote. So this really helps you to solve the real world problems, to solve a particular problem, and to even find the logical errors in the program that you wrote, that you write. Let's make the programming more interesting. You can participate in coding challenges, and there are many coding challenges which are being, performed in CodeChef, LeetCode, HackerRank. Just try to, give some time to solve a particular problem in a day. Like, for example, if you're a morning person, just wake up, get fresh, grab a coffee, take one program or take one problem from CodeChef or LeetCode or HackerRank, try to solve that on your own. Try to see what you need to solve that particular problem, like what you have to learn to do that. Then learn that and try to solve that particular problem. In this way, you will make programming more interesting and you will implement your basics as well. And yeah, you can motivate yourself every day to learn something new. Now you have a goal in your mind. You picked one programming language, you started learning basics, and you also now in the position to implement all those basics by solving the problems, right? So now it's time to grab a good project on your own and try to work on that. Because this way you will understand accumulating all the basics at one thing to create one entity, which is nothing but a project. This is really an interesting thing. You will do a real-time project and you will understand how this programming is coming into the practice. So this is what every beginner must do so that you can be good at programming. You will also be a pro at programming. So this is how you can learn programming and you can grow yourself step by step. Stick to one goal, start learning basics, implement those basics, and then start working on projects. These are the 4 basic steps that every person can do to be a programmer. So yeah, I think I made everything clear. In the next video, I'll be talking something new about programming tips. One more thing, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss any update from me. See you in the next video.